So, welcome back to this special series partnered with the SOTL Global Movement. We are still in Florida and we're having a very special person here with us. Let's get started. The following interview is featured by the SOTL Global Movement, a global leadership platform connecting cultures, creating impact.
Hi, everybody. My name is Christian Pryor-Hurst. I am in St. Petersburg, Florida, one of the owners of Black Leaf Cigar and Wine Lounge. We've been open about a year and a half now. So, really excited to see how we've grown and where we're going to grow. And thank you so much for having me on.
Okay, Christian, let's start from the beginning.
Mhm.
Do you remember your first cigar experience?
Oh, yes. It's a funny one. My first introduction to cigars was at Davidoff, and I led their digital marketing for North America. So my first day at Davidoff was in the Dominican Republic at the farm. And the first cigar I ever had, we did a blind cigar tasting, and we had five cigars laid out. And I had never smoked a cigar in my life. And I took a puff and inhaled as deep as I could. And that didn't go very well. So my introduction to cigars was it was wrong. It was wrong because of how I did it. But since then, I think I've done okay since then.
And obviously you feel very bad about that first experience. You got sick. So
Hmm.
what made you to continue into cigars?
You know what, cigars? Hmm. Because I knew that I had smoked the cigar wrong. So I knew that that was not the right experience that I was supposed to have. So being around so many people that did enjoy cigars and were so passionate about the community, it made me want to be more passionate about the community and more interested into the community and the lifestyle. So it was a I did it wrong. So how can I improve this?
Okay, so since that first experience, you become an aficionada of premium cigars, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. I try to be. There's always room to learn, though. I'm always still learning.
Okay, and what were you doing or what you do for a living besides Blackleaf?
Blackleaf is my world. That's
Okay,
what I do. I don't believe in having a plan B. If you have a plan B, you're building out your plan B if plan A doesn't work. So this is my baby. All of my time and energy goes into Blackleaf.
so for how many years you have been into cigars?
Since 2018. I
Okay.
took a break for a little while, then went into wine and spirits, then went into cannabis. So I've always been able to have some fun with the industries that I've been in. And with now being with Black Leaf, this kind of happened out of nowhere. But I'm really grateful and blessed to be a part of the community again.
During the pandemic times,
Hmm.
there was a new smokers boom. So,
Hmm.
did you consider that you're part of that new boom of smokers within the industry?
I think so. I think cigars is still considered a man's world. So to be able to have women so excited and enthused about cigars, and especially women of different generations, be more excited about the cigar community, I'd like to think that I'm helping with that, and I'm playing a role in building that, especially in the St. Petersburg and Tampa Bay area.
Okay, so you have been running Black Leaf for a year and a half, you said,
Yes, yes, sir.
and by now you are you earn the certification of the SOTL Global Movement as a
Yes.
woman-friendly cigar destination. How was
Yes.
it for you? Did you plan it since the beginning, or how was it?
You know, it again, I'm so fortunate and blessed to be connected with so many amazing people in the cigar community. And I was first introduced to the organization by going to an event last May 2025, where Anastasia came and did a forum on Mother's Day at a beautiful cigar lounge located in Tampa by another member of Sisters of the Leaf. So was introduced to the group. I thought it was amazing. Got a chance to speak with Anastasia a little bit more. And we just kept building a relationship and a bond from there. And she thought enough of us to want to certify us. So it was a really cool thing. It was a really cool thing. And the event was so amazing.
Okay, now you are a lounge owner, but
Yes.
what difference can you spot from a regular lounge and the lounge you have now with this certification?
Well, one, I will say because of the certification and being a woman led business, there are certain elements to being women led versus male led, just because women are naturally a little bit more nurturing and a little bit more intuitive to what our customers need. I'd like to think that we do our best to anticipate a customer's need. And we don't just see our customers as customers. They are guests every time they enter our home. That's how we look at it. So I'd like to think this is what we strive to do, but I'd like to think that it's hopefully it's coming across that way that we want to be the place where anyone and everyone can come and feel welcome, even if you don't smoke cigars. It's still a place where you can relax and enjoy live music, enjoy wine or craft cocktails. Just we don't focus solely on the cigar side because we want everyone to feel included.
Imagine that I'm a client, I get
Hmm.
into the Black Leaf Lounge. What would be
Hmm.
the process to welcome me and to teach me if I'm a newbie in this world?
Oh, yes. So the first thing we do the minute that door opens, someone is there to greet you. You will never walk in and be confused or look around. Who do I speak to? Can I sit here? Or is the humidor open for me? We will always greet you, ask how we can help you. If you're there for a cigar, if you're there for wine, whatever, we'll be there to greet you. And if a lot of times we do have new cigar smokers that will come and say, I'm looking for a cigar. I don't know what to get. I know I don't want something super strong, but I may want something sweet or whatever their palate is. We ask, how can we help you? Try to get to know them a little bit better and build a rapport from there. Give them a few options and see what they think.
And many people think wrongly that women need to smoke a very lit cigar, maybe a Connecticut, because it's a kind of lighter than other
Mm-hmm.
cigars. That's
Mm-hmm.
wrong. So,
Mm-hmm.
what would you choose for a smoker lady that it's starting in this world of smokes?
So most of the women that do come to our lounge, at least, that are new to smoking, that will they more often than not will say, I don't want something very strong. I don't want a full body cigar. So I would naturally start them with a Connecticut cigar. We just launched our new cigar line in June called Reina Negra, and we do have a very mild Connecticut cigar. So I would introduce them to that one. But if you have a woman that is would like a little bit something extra, but not too full body, we have a barber pole cigar as well as it's the same blend, but it is in a different format with a leaf design on it. So with the different tobaccos and the designs, it gives a different experience because of the transitions. I would recommend something like that. If it were not a black leaf cigar, uh, a Crazy Alice or a Sweet Jane typically does the trick for most women. But that's a baseline. If you have some women that are very light in their palate, and then you have some that want a full body Maduro with their cognac and are ready for a good time. It's just about what their preference is.
Okay, and related to that, I have my next question. You
Hmm.
have a cigar and wine lounge. Some people consider that it's a little bit difficult to pair cigars with
Hmm.
wine.
Hmm.
So, why to choose a cigar and wine lounge instead of just a cigar lounge with a bar
Hmm.
with many other spirits available?
Because there are so many of those. There's nothing unique about having a cigar lounge with a humidor, with an extensive humidor, and a full bar. We wanted to really bring something special to St. Pete. We wanted to really bring something special to Tampa Bay. And the wine that we have is not just dispensed from a bottle normally. It's in your usual experience where you have someone to come pour a glass for you. What we have is a wine machine, a self-dispensing wine machine where we'll give our guests a card. It's the size of a credit card. We set them up a tab in our system, and they're able to use that card to tap the wine machine and select their pour size, and it will pour for them. So we don't need to do anything. They can have their own wine tasting experience. We only step in if they have questions about the wine or to refill a bottle. But other than that, we wanted to bring something really special. And after we after we were a little bit more established, we decided let's throw in the full bar experience, because while you can most certainly pair a cigar with a great wine, there are people that are not wine drinkers, and they do still want their cognac or their scotch or whiskey. So we didn't want to leave those people out, and it's given us the ability to work with some really awesome brands like Whistle Pig or Remy Martin.
And you recently speak about your house blend, your own line.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, could you describe every line that you have within that label?
Yes, definitely. So, as I said before, with the Connecticut blends, most of our cigars have similar blends, with a lot of them being Ecuadorian wrappers, Indonesian binder, and either Nicaraguan and Dominican or Nicaraguan and Colombian filler tobaccos. We have a Connecticut, very mild. We have the barber pole, as well as we call the leaf cigar, same blend, but that has the Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers. And then we have our light medium, same blend, but back to Nicaraguan and Colombian fillers. We have shorty cigars, more of the Habana side, as well as on the full body Maduro side. And we now have a longer format. We have a Robusto format of the Maduro shorty. We had so many people asking for a longer format. The shorty was great, but they wanted a longer smoke time from it. So it's been really, really awesome to have such a great blend. A lot of people are surprised about the Indonesian tobaccos in it. So it's been nice. It's been a little cool to have that.
Are they Dominican or Nicaraguan?
Nicaraguan.
Okay.
Hmm.
Have you ever been in Nicaragua in the factories?
I have not been yet. I have not been yet. I have a very good friend of mine that works with Placencia, and she's been telling me for the longest that I've got to get on a tour with them. So I plan on that. 2027. That is absolutely my plan.
And after that first experience in the Dominican Republic with
Hmm.
that cigars, have you returned to the ISO?
I have more so for leisure and for fun, but since the first time that I've gone, I fell in love with the island. I had never felt more welcome somewhere before, and it was amazing to be on an island where there were so many people that looked like me, but we spoke different languages, and to feel so welcome by them, it was an amazing feeling.
And how do you feel about the chance of seeing the amazing number of female hands that work into the leaves that make cigars, but they are not in the sight of the public since a few years ago?
Hmm. Well, I could look at that in two ways. One way, it could be, wow, we were never given a shot at being seen and we were kept in the background, kept in the shadows. But there's the other side of it where it could be seen as, but we made a beautiful product. We made something that is it's elegant and it's approachable and it's something that the world can enjoy. It's not just about us having pictures, our faces on the band, or being in a magazine or anything like that. It's about adding to the community. It's about building something beautiful in the community. So I absolutely love this surge and this boom of more women being present and visible, while at the same time remembering that we still, just because we have visibility now doesn't mean that we did not make something beautiful before the cameras were in front of us.
And what can you say about this effort that Anastasia and the SOTL Global Movement is making into the visibilization of all these women?
I think it's important. I think it's very, very important to have an organization that strives to elevate women in the cigar community. And what I love about Sisters of the Leaf Global Movement is the fact that Anastasia is not solely focused on cigars. She wants to expand into more of lifestyle, uh, arts and music and different networking opportunities. So she's able to bring in all of these different groups and communities into the world of cigars, where it's building bigger communities and it's building bridges to people that may not have access to this lifestyle or think that they don't have access to it. So I think it's a very important community, and I'm really fortunate to be a part of it.
Okay, and speaking about the Dominican Republic again, I know you have a very particular and unique definition of the cigars, of what cigars represent for you related to Eladio Diaz.
Yes, 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 yes. Um, Eladio was the smoothest person I think I have ever met in my life. Um, to sit next to him, and I have a really nice picture of us sitting next to one another. And I remember him just being so elegant and so wise when he was smoking and telling me that smoking a cigar is similar to, excuse me for saying this, but being with a woman, making love to a woman, because of the sensuality of it and because of the gentle nature that you have to have with a cigar. You have to enjoy it, take your time. It's not something that you don't quickly smoke. It's not cigarettes. It's not any other thing that you would smoke. It's not a vape. Those things are disgusting. It's about being able to sit and enjoy your time, and that's something that I really respected about him.
So, how can you describe your ritual or your experience when you decide to sit down, relax, and smoke a cigar?
So for me, if I'm in the lounge, I'm able to just smoke socially and enjoy the customers there, make sure that they're having a great experience. But if it's just me and I'm actually able to be a guest in the lounge, if no one is there, I like to put good music on. I'll pair my cigar. Again, I have a little bit more of a milder palate, so I'm able to pair it with a lighter wine or uh, a different type of cocktail, whether it's a rum cocktail. I love a classic daiquiri. So being able to pair with something compatible with a cigar and just relax, sit back, listening to something good, and just be in my own space. I don't have to have my computer on. I don't have to have my phone out. I can just relax. And even if I am working, it gives me another level of relaxation. So while I'm responding to emails or I'm building out an event for the next month, I'm able to sit back and settle myself while I'm working at the same time.
And I don't know if you are married, you have a boyfriend, but I have spoken with a lot of smoking couples,
Uh-huh.
and I like to listen to the stories that make them maybe a little more bold in the relation through the cigars. So what would be your experience in that case?
So, yes, I am married, and we definitely have different palates. So, my husband is a much more of a, I'd say, a stronger medium palette, medium to full body, I would say palette. For me, I am a mild to medium palette. So it's interesting to be able to try one another's cigars and try one another's blends. If I try something more on the full body side, it does not work for me. If he tries something on the lighter side, he'll say, "Oh, this is very nice, but it doesn't really do much for me." So it's an interesting experience to be able to smoke with your partner, but he doesn't smoke very often, so I smoke much more often than he does.
Do you work together into the black leaf, or is only yours?
No, it's just mine. It's mine and my mom's. So it's easier to be able to have that separation where he goes to work and I go to the lounge, and we're able to have that separation, but at the same time support one another.
Okay, so how's been to work with your mom in this business?
It is insane to work with your mom in any business. But you know what? My mom is my best friend. We have always been close. Even when I was a little girl, she would always joke and say that was my buddy. We would just ride around and just, if my dad was traveling for work, she and I would just hit the road wherever we were going, just go riding. And of course, when you have a business with family, there are always challenges. um, there are always challenges, but my mom and I have a very unique relationship where we're so similar, where we may butt heads a little bit, but at the end, we always have one another's back. I know she always has the best intentions. I always have the best intentions, and no matter how frustrated you are with one another, as long as the goal is still the same, you can come back and have a different conversation. You come back with a cooler head and say, "All right, now let's get moving today."
And she's a smoker too.
She is not a smoker. She is not a smoker, and coincidentally, this business was her idea. And I would keep saying, "You don't even smoke." So yeah, she's not a smoker at all. Truth.
Good. Okay.
Yes, I had to
So,
think about that for a minute.
if your life were a movie, what would the audience be shouting at you to do right now?
Oh, okay. Um, I think I think they would be shouting. I'm trying to pick my answer because I know what I want to say. But if my life were a movie, I think they would say, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Because I feel like I'm in so many different places and I have so many different hats, and I make a joke with my family and say I need a chaperone because I feel like I get into all sorts of shenanigans and crazy because I'm here, and I think it would just be, "Oh my God, would you stop?" Or, "Oh my God, keep going, you got it." "Oh my God, what did you just say?" I think the OMG would be yelled out quite a lot.
Okay. And the second one, What is one truth about yourself that took you years to accept?
Mm, that's a good one, actually. That it is okay to be loud. It is okay to have a little fire to yourself. I think for a long time, I felt like I was too loud or I was too excited. I had too much fire, so I need to tone it down a little bit. And I've only recently truly realized that it is okay. I am designed and wired exactly the way I'm supposed to be. And for those that don't like it, I wish you well, but that's who I'm going to be.
What would you say is the next steps for Black Leaf or for you within this industry?
The next step for Black Leaf, as a business, I would love for our next project to include having our own house wine. That's something I'd really like to have by the end of 2027. We want to continue to expand and grow our live entertainment. We have amazing bands that come every week, and we have entertainment from Wednesday through Saturday. So to be able to have bigger events, I love being able to have formal affairs, black tie events, just building more, having a larger humidor. We have a lot of boutique brands. We have some great brands, but I want to be able to build our humidor with more boutique brands because I want to continue to separate us. And for someone to say, I love this cigar, you can only get it at Black Leaf. There's so many amazing brands. There's so many big brands that can be found anywhere online or in different stores around the corner. But we want to be known as the lounge that offers a variety that a lot of people don't have. So I would say that building out the humidor, having bigger and better events, having our own house wine by the end of next year. I'm praying about that and just continuing just building.
Okay, and what would be your message to all the women out there that feel curious about the cigar?
Just try it. Just try it. Like anything in life, you don't know what you don't like until you actually try it. Yeah, just try it. Just try it out. Like I said, my first experience, I did not have the best first experience because I wasn't educated on how to smoke. I was in a room full of lounge and business excuse me, lounge owners and cigar smokers for over 20, 30, 50 years. So me, this is the first cigar I've ever smoked. I did not have the education on how to properly enjoy it. Just try it. Think about where you want to start. If you want to start on the milder end, let's start mild. If you say let's go for it and have a strong full body, let's try it. That way you know what you do like, what you don't like. But you don't know what you don't like until you try it.
Okay, and talking about education, I don't know if you have it, but have you ever looked for the CSCT certification from SOTL?
I have been informed about it. I have not had a chance to participate yet, but that is absolutely the plan. Anastasia and I have spoken about that before. So I definitely plan to make that a priority very soon.
Okay, and when you have visit factories in the DR, have you been into the rolling activities?
Yes, I did roll my own cigar. It was so much fun. I had never done anything like that before. So they stood by you, they showed you how to roll this way and how to gather the cigar, gather the tobacco for the filler, how to bind it properly. And we were able to press our own cigars and be able to take them home at the end of the trip. So it was really cool. It was really, really cool.
And did you smoke your own cigar?
I did. I did. Was still learning at that point, but I once I tried my own cigar, it felt a little better. It definitely felt a little better.
Yeah, many people outside there doesn't realize all the effort that it's made into
Hmm.
the roll of a cigar. So
Yes,
when you roll your own cigar and then you smoke it, it's a very unique sensation, no?
it is. It is because you're looking down at this thing that was it was nothing before, but amazing tobaccos, amazing scent to them, but there's nothing here. And to look down and say, I made this thing, and it's really good. I think I gave a few to a friend of mine when I came back from the trip, and they went insane over them. So that was a lot of fun. I'd actually like to do a rolling class at the lounge very soon.
Okay. So any final thoughts, any final message you would like to share with our audience?
Just that again, I want to thank you for letting me be here with you and having time to chat with me. Um, I would also say just appreciate the community, appreciate the village that is in the cigar community. It's more of a lifestyle than a hobby, and be able to embrace and enjoy the beauty of the cigar community. There's so many great relationships that I've had just by owning Black Leaf. My birthday was about 2 weeks ago, and I had so many lounge customers want to attend I had two parties actually, and I had so many lounge customers and guests and locker members that wanted to come to both events. And I just think that's an amazing thing. These are people that I would have never met had we not opened the lounge. And it's just embrace the community. I would say that.
Okay, and for everyone watching this, remember to follow us on Instagram, where we will be posting some of the best moments of this conversation into our Instagram Reels. And don't forget to follow us here in YouTube and to share this video to make the community keep growing as it has been during the last years. Christian, very pleased to have you here. Hope you have had a good time speaking with Humo
Hmm.
Latino, and hope to see you soon again.
Absolutely. I can't wait to speak with you again. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.